Hey, what is up, everybody? It is Monday, September 11th, and we're going to go over the futures markets for today. So, starting off SP 500 right here, I'm switching over to the December's contract this week. Here is the September's contract, and just want to go over a couple things. A couple things did come and fulfill today from the September's contract before I switch over to the December's. Just want to talk about it. So, that one trade I was talking about, the excuse me, the 621.8 to 50 trade right there, just using 3 days, any 3 days when there's like a going up, and then you're going short, use down days. But you can see we had 1, 2, 3 days up right here, and then it came down, hit the 60%, 6.8% level, and when it does that, the target is up here at the 50%. You see it waffled along a little bit. And then today went up there and hit it right there, so that trade is set and complete. So it does look like one I am going to incorporate in my trading setups. And so I'll probably start people on the lookout for those for well. So we'll go ahead and delete that one. Shoot, hit the wrong thing. Hold on just 1 second over here. All right, let's see here. There we go. All right, so what we had today was, as you can see, was just going up to the extension of the highs today, and that was definitely the sticking points for today. See, starting off over the early morning, hit right there, bounced off. Here right there, bounced off the high, and then here right there again. So let me switch over to the December's contracts. I'm actually going to get rid of the September's. All right, there's December right there, because the reason why is it's the same thing right here. You can see it bounced off the extension high, because on the 5-minute chart we are in a long setup right here. The target is the orange line right there. You can see there's semaphore, semaphore, semaphore. Put the inside pitchfork on. It closed above it right about here, which right about there. On that bar is where you had a kind of clean break of it right there. And so the target we have is the 1.146 right up there. The only way that changes is if price goes all the way down the opposite way, hits 1.146, then with the target up to right here at the black line where the entry level was for it. So I'll be looking at getting in there. I think I'm going to wait and see if there can be more of a downward move to it, just to, because I'll show you I'm already in the Dow Jones that I'll show here in just a little bit, but I think it also kicked me out of my trades. There's extensions going into tomorrow right there. So if we get another update tomorrow, this one will obviously go and get filled easily. You know, say the update, because here's the extension highs of the day way up here, 45.48 from it's currently at 45.39. And then tomorrow, if you know the market totally drops out and we hit the extension lows down at the bottom, then that one would be in play for going long right there. So it just depends, you know, what the market thinks is going to do. So the MFI, which I'm not sure right now, the MFI 15-minute isn't showing anything. 1 hour, nothing. 4 hour is overbought right now. So key signal right there. Maybe be patient on this trade, which I think I am going to be, because eventually, as you can see, like look right here, price started going up there and then definitely hit in this day right here. Still took about 1, 2, 3 days before we had the pullback for it. So pullback may not happen tomorrow, but that's one thing to be on the lookout for. We are looking for a pullback here in the SP 500 sooner than later for that. And we can see this kind of move up right here was just a measured move, although it went past the 61.8, but you can see it hit right up there between the 1.146 and 1.44 before it retraced back there. So if it is reloading, getting ready for his next move up right here, see it's bouncing off the 50% real nicely, and so we could see a movement back and say it goes up a little bit more, and then see a movement back into close to around between the 50 and 61.8 to see if price will eventually go up and hit that target, if that is going to be a measured move from that. So yeah, for this trade, I think I am going to wait, probably, because I mean what's that, about 4.5 point gain is pretty good from where it currently is right there. The hard exit's 5.75. I always get a little bit earlier, but if it sells off, that'd be awesome tomorrow. Love to get in, you know, closer to down here, and then just have the exit right up here somewhere, something like that. So I think I will wait. Going over to the Russell 2000, and this, you know, same thing as S&P 500. Price went into the extension zones of the day, and that was it. Just sold it off for it. So really not much to say right there. Here's the one moving forward, the contract I am I'm going to be using the December contracts and the extensions. There we go. So let's get rid of that one right there as well. And there's the December contract. So yeah, that's what it looks like today. And then going into tomorrow, there's the highs up there, and there's the lows down there. Let's look at the MFI. 15-minute, nothing. I mean, it had been, see right here, it had been overbought. Finally had that sell-off, went up a little more, and then finally sold off some. 1 hour chart, nothing. It is coming off being, actually just coming off being oversold. So it could get a little bit more of a pop-up because it haven't had too much of a one, but has had a little bit, but not a whole lot from when it initially went down into oversold territory. 4 hour chart is definitely coming off oversold territory, and we haven't had really that pop up there. So yeah, the Russell 2000 is also looking like it's due for a pop up just based on the MFI, because you can see it started getting oversold, had that little bit, but that's nothing, and then just kept on making lower lows while the MFI is making higher highs. So we do have divergence right there. So for Russell 2000, would be expecting a pop up here sooner than later. So a little bit conflicting with what the S&P 500 is saying it wants to do. So the Dow Jones, we'll start looking at the MFI right here. Here is the MFI, the 4 hour, nothing. 1 hour, nothing. 15-minute, nothing. So it's a lot of nothing today with the Dow Jones. But one thing I spoke about last week is one thing I was looking for, and you know, I did. Where is it? Oh, it's in the next one. But see, this one we're looking for right here, I need to actually copy this over on the next one, is we started in that short setup. Here we had the close blow right there. It came back down close to the 1.146, didn't quite fill it, and then used the 1.146 to 1.44 extension level the other way. That's kind of like the resistance for it. And I mentioned last week if price did get closer back up to here, I would be looking at shorting it and riding it down as far as I could before the exit would hit. But on the trade today, there's a shorter term trade right here using this 1, 2, 3, and this thing just got formed, that orange semaphore right there, when this trade developed over here. That semaphore wasn't formed yet, otherwise I wouldn't have taken it. But these semaphores get formed after the fact. It's not real time when they form. You see the market, the price goes away, and then eventually it forms. So when it first broke out right there, that is the entry when price closed above the yellow line, and the exit we're looking for is right up here, the orange line right there. We can see today, if we zoom out a little bit, again, just like every other market, once it hit, this one went a little bit above the extension high of the day level, but came back down to finalize it for that. And so the trade I am in this one right now, it's just that trading view always logs me out multiple times a day, is looking to get up right here at the 1.146 level. Price comes down here to 34,907, which is the 1.146 the other way. Then the exit moves to the original entry point for this trade right there. So hopefully tomorrow we go up, get that filled. Then I can start looking at shorting it and looking at this setup, it going back down right there. Because I don't think this one, I mean, it came down close to hitting the 1.146, but just isn't that close enough, I don't think. So I don't know, we'll see, because a lot of times if it gets down to about right here, right there, I'll say that's good enough, close enough for it. But I mean, since we're 24, almost 25 ticks away from it, it's just a little bit far for my liking, but we'll see. Going over to oil, this is another trade I'm looking at getting into, and what I want to see happen here, because we're still in this one right here. See red, red, red. Price closed above it, so the target we're looking for is a 1.146 at 88.52 for it. Today, you see price never made up between the purple lines right there for the extension high of the day. Got close, but never did, and then just sold off for it. So we got a couple different things. We got the pitchfork right there going on that trade, and then we got a potential one right here using these red semaphores, 1, 2, 3, and the inside pitchfork. So if the price comes down and closes below the yellow line right there, then we'll have a short setup into it, and the potential target would be 86.76 from it. So I'm going to wait and see if that happens, if that does form, and then if it does form and hit that level, I'll probably look to go long and looking at taking it up to the target up here, 88.52 for that. So that is oil. Let's see, 15 MFI is doing anything. No, not really. Don't need a 30 hour, nothing. 4 hour. Still waiting for the market to sell off. It hasn't yet in oil. See where it hit the bought area right here. And they never really had the sell-off. It's just making divergence where it's making higher highs in the price, but the MFI is making lower lows. So we'll be looking for a sell-off eventually here in oil. The Nasdaq, we can see over here, the 4-hour chart MFI is getting pretty close to getting over bought levels, but hasn't hit it yet. The 1-hour chart is doing nothing. 15-minute chart is doing nothing as well. So today, though, I got out of the trade for all right size profit for this one right there. I decided to get out of it. Where if price does come back and sell off some, I'll look to get back in because we have the target right here we're looking to hit from this one up here, and then we have the second target up here. So went and locked in some gains because once price is hitting, once it started going past a little bit the extension high of the day, you can see it hit in the area, sold off, and then rallied back up to there. Decided to get out of it, and if the market does give me an opportunity to get back in here at a better, lower price, definitely look at taking that and getting in here in Nasdaq. And if we are looking at the extension highs and lows for the day, so if we do get a good sell-off tomorrow and gets closer to these levels down here, definitely looking at getting back into it right there for it. So that is Nasdaq going into tomorrow. Let's see, is this a live setup or is it too much? Let's see here. Close, but no. Let's see, get that closer. Right there. Came close. If the price breaks up out of the yellow line, closes above it, it'd create a long setup right there, and we'd be looking at potentially, assuming that would be the high right up there to the just right below the extension high of tomorrow for that. So that's one to be on the lookout for as well. But anyways, that's it for today and what I'm looking forward to going in tomorrow. Thanks. Bye.